Hello everyone, it's Dude here, and today I'm gonna be looking at the Mario movie, and as we know, the movie divided everyone when it first came out, but I thought I'd share my 2 cents in. And just to let you guys know, I've been a huge Mario fan ever since I was a kid. I loved him as a kid. I loved all the games. I loved the show. I just love the character entirely. And that's why I'm doing this review instead of Shogun, because he doesn't really care about the Mario character like I do. I have a huge nostalgic bond to this guy. So when I first heard the trailer, I thought, this looked interesting. I wanted to check it out. The voice cast everyone laughed at. Even I laughed at it, but I had some hope. And when I watched it in the theater, I got everything I sort of got. It's complicated, and that's what we're here to talk about. So let's do this. And I know there's been a huge divide between the critics and the audiences, but I'm in the middle of this movie. I don't think it's as bad as the way critics are making it out to be, nor do I think it's as amazing as other people are making it out to be. I feel like this is a case of the whole Sonic movie when it first came out, as it was not nearly as bad as people made it out to be, and this movie being more pleasantly surprised than anything, because objectively speaking, I can't say this movie is very good, but I still won't deny I had fun overall. Well, because there are a lot of problems with this movie. Alright, well, let's start with the big one that everyone wants to know, the voice acting. And it's not very good. It did not click with me. So I will give credit. I believe Charlie Day as Luigi and Keegan-Michael Peele as Toad were not that bad. Everything else that was not. Chris Pratt as Mario did not work for me. I don't hate him, but I didn't like it either. Same with Anya Taylor-Joy. And Donkey Kong as Seth Rogen did not feel right. He even had to do the voice, the little laugh too, but it just did not feel right. I didn't hate it. There were some okay moments, but overall the voice acting did not fit. But I will say the one who played Cranky Kong was really bad. But another thing that did not work for me was the humor. Now, some of the humor did get a couple chuckles at me, but most of it was okay. But I do remember this one scene with the dog and Mario and Luigi that was chasing around. And it was really dragged out and unfunny, and I did not care for it. Another thing I didn't care for was the very famous Peaches song, which honestly I found really annoying and found really cringeworthy. And there was also another repetitive joke about a Luma wanting to die, and that was just also pretty unfunny. But one thing that really didn't work was the music. Now, not all the music. Some of the redesigns of the old songs do sound pretty nice, but I'm talking about the 80s pop songs that really do not fit with the movie at all. Songs such as Thunderstruck, Holding Out for a Hero, and they even play Take On Me when they go over to the Kong Kingdom, which I'm just wondering why. Like, I'm knowing this is probably Illumination's doing, but these songs do not fit with the movie at all, and they should not have been here in the first place. But the story in general felt a lot more generic than I thought it'd be for a Mario movie. And not only that, it's a lot more rushed and some parts are just underdeveloped, where we have Mario who meets Peach and Toad. They go out through their quest. They travel through a bunch of similarly designed Mario levels throughout the movie. They meet the Kong army. And there's a whole build up to this army. Then they're all immediately knocked out at Rainbow Road. So it honestly kind of felt like a bit of a waste. But then Peach immediately just gets back. Bowser comes and the whole climax, which I did find kind of enjoyable. Another thing that's underdeveloped is like a little subplot where Mario and Donkey Kong have their fathers be very disappointed in them. And the thing is, this is not very well developed throughout the movie. Another thing is Toad. He's kind of there. He kind of just stops being relevant throughout when the adventure starts. He claims to be Mario's friend, and then he's kind of just mostly irrelevant. But speaking of irrelevant, Luigi really becomes irrelevant, as he's mostly just captured by Bowser and stayed in a cage for a good chunk of the movie. Now, like I said, I did have fun with the movie, and yes, objectively there are a lot of problems, but again, I enjoyed it. The animation is fantastic. I liked looking at it. The sound design and the soundtrack sounded pretty good, and the references, I can't deny, my inner child just couldn't help but love. But I just wish the movie had more than that, and had more substance than just the references, and actually had told a pretty good story alongside it. But for what it is, I don't think the movie's bad, and sure, I would recommend it if you also like Mario. But anyway, that's my take on the Mario movie. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, and see you.